1% of all zombies control 40% of all brains. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's in trust. I want to talk about what we're doing a little bit. I'm sure you guys know that there's a documentary involved. We got a generous grant from Chicago Community Trust. We've been very happy to have that. We've been able to work with artists and dancers and musicians, composers from Haiti. We've started building relationships. We're in collaboration with the Haitian American Museum in Chicago. There's a lot of things that we can accomplish, and some of the hardest stuff to actually do is not to get money over there, it's not to get aid over there, it's to actually go over there and build relationships and try and change perspectives on things. Now when I say change perspectives, one of the things I'm talking about is if you've ever talked to anybody who's gone to Haiti before, 9 times out of 10 they go with some kind of mission group. I'm working with a young artist, he just turned 20, and through this project he's been accepted into the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. That's a huge deal for us and we're real proud of that. Woo. But thank you. Hope we'll get to see all this. But he's back in Haiti right now and hopefully we'll be able to get him here for the summer shows if we can raise it. But right now we're trying to raise all the basic costs for us to just get over there, have interviews, film, connect with these people, work in the Community Arts Center. We'll be going to Jacmel, Haiti. And when we really examine the zombie idea, when this first started, I was working with the Haitian American Museum of Chicago, and we were trying to, I was actually hired by them to do portraits of their founding fathers. I'm just a fine artist, that's really all I do. And we wrote a grant together to examine the zombie icon in media today and the origin of it, which originally would stem from West Africa, but the first time it was ever recorded was in Haiti. Now, if a lot of people out there are kind of zombie nerds, that stuff's derivative, that stuff's already understood. But what we're really trying to do is look to the metaphor beyond that. Now, when you consider where the zombie comes from, it comes from the culture of voodoo, which exists in Haiti and which exists in West Africa. Now, when I say voodoo, can somebody out there tell me any kind of thing that comes to mind? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Those dolls, those doll things.
See, all those things, everything you're mentioning, most of that stuff comes from films from the late 30s, which was just after the American occupation. 1915 to 1932, America went in and just said, this is going to be ours for a little while, as we tend to do. And right now in the world I see kind of a lot of insanity, and people are walking around like zombies, just really blindly driven by anger, by consumption, by all kinds of problems. Now, in Haiti, zombie means a completely different thing than it does over here. And when we connect and when we see what it means to us, when they see what it means to us, it's just fascinating to them, because the idea of a zombie not being a religious or spiritual kind of icon, but being something that embodies the fears of all people. Zombies over there are something that's very docile, but they still represent enslavement. And zombies over here represent mindless consumption. Just no brain, no thoughts, no soul, just continuous destruction and consumption. And it echoes a lot of what's going on in the world today. So what we're hoping to do is continue to build these relationships. I feel like everybody always aims for huge goals. You know, if you could touch one artist's heart, get him to change his mind. Jean-Yves Hector, when he came over here, he wouldn't eat garlic because he's a Protestant. And in Haiti, they told him that garlic is considered a sacred herb under voodoo. So they wanted to disassociate themselves with that. And a lot of drums, Protestant churches in Haiti, are outlawing drums within the church. They're trying to have this disassociation from these people's culture, these people's past. Now what you got to consider is, you can go over to a country, you can give people food, you can build hospitals, you can build churches, you can do whatever you want, but if there's a sales pitch involved, if you're not helping them actually connect with who they are, with their roots, and let them embrace every element of who they are, then you're really not helping them. You know, people's strength comes from their own history, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to go over there as naive Chicagoans, as Americans who barely know the language at all, who barely know what we're going to do, but we have connections over there who are going to walk us through it. And what we're really hoping to accomplish is, with some of our dancers, with some of the musicians, with some of the composers, with the artists that we've already started working with, we want continuous relationships to build. So if we can take a small amount of money and turn it into something that everybody can see, where they can just see the benefit